morning, everyone. Welcome to ASM 2018. My name's Sandsh8rk. I'll be the host for the next couple of hours. I'd like to welcome everyone to our fourth event in Adelaide, I should say, to be specific. So quickly before we go live, I'd just like to thank everyone at UniSA for holding the event here, and everyone who's helped with the setup and the tech and everything else and the transport and everything. So to kick us off, we've got Sandsh8rk doing Half-Life. I'd just like to remind everyone that we are raising money for Beyond Blue.
Super Meat Boy. You said Half-Life. You said Sandsh8rk.
Cool. I'm already off to a great start. All right, we're all right. Anyway, Sandsh8rk, we're running Meat Boy. And I'd also like to remind everyone, we are raising money for Beyond Blue, and also to check out the donation incentives, which will be in the description of our Twitch. So we've got people who will be monitoring the donations. So, kicking it off to Sandsh8rk, take us away.
All right, beautiful. Should I be hearing the game audio right now, or not yet? Anyway, hello, my name is Sandsh8rk. Today I'll be running Super Meat Boy 80%. Behind me is my brother, Silver Moonlight. He'll be co-commentating. Greetings. Now, when I first played this game in 2011, it took me about 2 weeks to beat, but today we're going to complete it in under half an hour. So 3, 2, 1, time, start. So Super Meat Boy, it's a very Mario-esque game. So you are Super Meat Boy, and your girlfriend Bandage Girl has been captured by the evil Dr. Fetus. So basically, you got to go try and rescue her by going through a series of levels and a series of worlds. So just capturing her here. The first strat here is called a pause buffer. So what happens here is if I jump and then pause while I'm jumping, let go of jump and unpause, I'll be automatically jumping until I input a manual jump again. So that's used several times throughout the game. Oh, just not jump there. And you'll be seeing that a couple more times, but it's pretty easy for the forest. You only use it once. So forest is pretty easy itself. Over here we're just usually exploiting walls and exploiting level design. The three main mechanics in Meat Boy are exploiting level design, making cycles, and using glitches. So you'll be seeing a few of those in the future. Just get this level here, so I can go here. So fired is a little skip right here, so we can jump off here and just jump again and go over here. Now there's a skip we can do here. Got it. Usually that level takes like 6 seconds, but with a very well-timed jump there, you're able to Kagger really, really quickly. All right, so just going up to the top here. And then you notice here that I'm exiting out of the level. You only need to complete 17 out of the 20 light world levels to unlock the boss. And there are some levels that take insanely long and just a waste of time. So I'm just skipping a few levels to get the fastest 17. So coming up to the few last here. Just gonna skip on the right-hand side wall. There we go, you can hear it now, thanks guys. And then here, a couple well-timed jumps. Beautiful, we've now unlocked the forest boss. So the forest boss is Little Slugger. We have Dr. Fetus on a bipedal chainsaw monster with your girlfriend Bandage Girl strapped to the back.
This is an auto-scroller, so there's no particular strat to this.
Yeah, there's no time save here. You just run through it and complete levels. It's fairly simple. I shouldn't die here. I'll just be safe. There we go. All right, sweet. So then Dr. Fetus will walk into the saws. Ensuing explosions happen, and as soon as the screen goes to the cutscene, we'll go to the next stage. All right, it's a forest completed. So the forest, again, it's kind of like the 1-1 Mario equivalent of Super Meat Boy. Very simple. As you all know, levels get harder. So now we're at the hospital. There's no actual route changes here. We just do 1 to 17. Those are the fastest 17 levels. You notice here I did something called a insta-stop. If I'm running one direction and then let go of the directional stick and jump, I'll immediately jump to the other direction. I can also fall straight down here and get Bandage Girl, so that makes it pretty easy.
There's a lot of needles in the hospital, so you have to make sure not to bump into those for obvious reasons.
Alright, and this is one of the bigger ones. One we can do here, a well-timed jump off this left wall. We can use the fan to blow ourselves up to Bandage Girl and avoid having to take the third fan. Let's say it's a few seconds. Okay, we're going over the right wall, another skip here. Well-timed jump in this fan, we can just go straight up to Bandage Girl. We jump up this left wall in the grain, 2-6. We can fall straight over here, saves about 3 seconds. Hospitals, again, is one of the easier ones, but it introduces new mechanics. So the fans obviously affect the way you go. So you got to try and use that to your advantage. There's also new monsters called blobs, which I call them. If you wait here 1 second, we can fall straight down to the right. And just catch a few cycles here. A few well-timed jumps will be good. There's Bandage Girl. Blood Swamp again. One more jump here. Jump to the right.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was very close. Johnny's Cage, your more fans right here. You jump over to the right. These are fans here to your advantage. You want them to get like around 7 seconds. Do a 7.1, that's pretty good. Now there's key collapsible blocks. Key collapsible blocks. So if you get a key, any blocks with a key symbol on it will collapse at a fixed rate of speed. So we're going to be exploiting that a bit further in the run as well. But normally you want to try and make any cycles that come out. Here we have oozes. They kind of bounce around like those little DVD logos and loading screens. But
Able to get there in time.
More fans. You want to? Oof. That was close. With death in this game, it's the insta-death thing. So if you die, you go back to the beginning of the level. But it gives you the opportunity to just try again. So it's not permadeath. Oh, my monitor just blacked out. Oh, just briefly. That was weird. I digress. Going through here, more oozes. Just missed my cycle there because the monitor blacked out. It's okay. So it was when I tag Bandage Girl, I'm going to be touching the wall. I can use that to get an extra boost jump, so I can do this. Missed it. I'm going to do another try. There we go. So that is very complicated to explain. I'm just going to wait here. Stop it. Very complicated to explain. Basically, by tagging, blanked again. The screen's blanking out intermittently, guys. Anyway, so this boss is, I'll explain that strat later, but this boss is called Chet. The screen's actually blanking out like every 5 seconds. Oh, making it hard to do this boss. But anyway, I digress. So Chad here, he's a big lump of, I don't know, blood clot, but he'll be chasing you up this level here. You just gotta get keys to unlock the next section.
There is this kind of exploit you can do where if the ooze is still rising and you get the key, it won't stop, it'll continue to rise, but it is a bit tricky to pull off.
Yeah, it saves 5 seconds, but I'm nowhere near good enough to do that consistently just yet.
Yeah,
So
I'm just gonna wait for him to pass there, stay safe.
all right, and then Chad gets exposed to sunlight, gets absorbed up completely, defeats that boss, and we have now completed the hospital. Beautiful. So there's 6 chapters in this level overall, well, in this game overall. Chapter 60 only has 5 levels, but every other one has 20. So up to the factory now. So factory has a few route changes here. Introduces a few new mechanics, such as firing saws, if you thought this game wasn't cruel enough. I'll get collapsible blocks as well, which I'll be exploiting a few times as well. The salt lick here, I don't even need to move the directional stick. I just press A and I just jump straight up there. All right. Now push, we also have conveyor belts. There's a few exploits I'll be doing this a bit further in the run as well.
Okay, so how conveyor belts work, rather?
Oh no, first death. It's all right.
All right, pretty good to get up on.
Oh no, I just jinxed myself. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so how the conveyor belts work is that if you run on them in the direction they're going, you'll go faster, but obviously if you run against them, you'll go a bit slower, so at the time you jump's a bit better.
Yeah, definitely. So, another one here. We have conveyor belts and firing saws. It's all getting really hot and spicy here. There's a few cycles you can do here that are really quick, but again, I'm not polished enough. First one here, is you can actually jump into conveyor belts to gain more speed into them. So by using that strat, you can go like this, skip the third conveyor belt rather, and it saves quite a bit of time. About 10 seconds overall. And there's a little one we can do here as well, but it's very hard to pull off. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, just fell off the end. All right, give it another shot. I want to actually get the strat. No. There we go, that should be it. Oh no, just missed it again. One more time. If I don't get it, I'll just do it normally. Come on. Oh, give me a break. I'm just doing it normally. Normally you can land on that conveyor belt at just the right time to be able to skip. Oh, I actually had that one there. Oh, whatever. To be able to skip the third conveyor belt completely. But it's very hard to do. I'm not very consistent at it, so I'm just doing it normally. Saves about 3 seconds.
Now we've got homing missiles, and they're very much your friend here.
Well, this level's pretty easy, but homing missiles can be the death of you. More homing missiles here. Auto jump up the side. Just jump around here. Grab the key. Tag Bandage Girl at the end. They fly in a very arced path of missiles, so they're very easy to avoid. Now over here, collapsible blocks is, I'm jumping just before they collapse to get a bit more speed going down to the next section. This saves a tiny bit of time, but considering this run is only 21 minutes, any time save you have is very significant, especially if you're going for world record. All right, so I'll be exiting back to the map at this point. We're skipping 2 levels that take stupidly long, and this is where some really, really good strats come into play. so about 317 about. Okay, moving platforms as well, so
This one's pretty easy.
pretty easy level. It's funny because the levels in this game, they sometimes fluctuate from being really easy to really hard, and it's a bit inconsistent
Yeah, he's
actually.
going to jump on the other side of that to get Sandsh to grow quicker. That's
Mono.
a pretty obvious strat, actually.
Yeah, there's another skip you can do here actually, but I'm, again, not good enough to do it, so I'm just doing it the normal way. You can actually jump off that little ledge to the left and tag bandage girl without having to wait for the platform. Not good enough of that though. All right, now we have, oh, okay, I'll just try it there. Now we have firing missiles and collapsible boxes. So you gotta try and,
You need to be careful with how many platform collapsing walls you hit here because you need to have save enough so you can get bandage girl at the end.
I'm just gonna let this strat do the talking. I need to concentrate. I don't know the talking.
Yeah, it's going to do a pretty big skip here.
Okay, come on. Give me a couple tries. Beautiful. So basically what I did there is I used an auto jump at frame perfect time in order to jump off a collapsing block to skip half the level and save 7 seconds. So it took me 2 hours of grinding to get that consistently. And over here, again, jump on here.
Alright, so now we're going into the brownie boss. He's about to do a really big skip here. It's really tricky.
Come on.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
So basically what I did there, you can do the level normally, or by knowing where Meat Boy is and doing a perfectly timed jump, you can actually jump outside the level without dying. So that's what I did just there. It's
Oh yeah, only second try, so that's pretty good for a skip that difficult.
all right. So now we're into hell. This game is hell, but I digress. Anyway, so we got a few level skips here. First one's called Boilermaker. I'd also like to appreciate the amazing soundtrack in this game. This song is absolutely insane. I would be banging my head if I weren't doing a run right now. So tag manage girl there. Skip level 2, good level 3. So it's called Heck Hole. So now we have a few things, more physics-based things. So rising lava. We have a few monsters in here as well that will chase after you.
Got fireballs.
Firewalls, that kind of stuff. But this is my favorite level in the game to run. First thing we can do here is we hesitate here for 1 second, then fall down. We can jump here without having the ball hit us, and then do a wall jump off here, wait for the platform, tag manage girl. All right, Pyro, if we keep running to the right, we can jump off this wall. Oh no! Try again. We can jump off this wall here, and not have to wait for this platform here. Saves a bit of time. Over here, another strat. Jump before that platform comes down. Oof. Beautiful. All right. Now there's a skip right. Oh, there's a skip right here, but you need to be really fast. I'll let Silver explain it. I don't think I made it. Actually, no.
Yeah, there's a way he can. Oh yeah, he just did it. So he can just skip right through without having to wait for the outer saw to drop down.
Yeah.
But usually what happens is you just play it safe. But he managed to do it there, so it's a good job.
All right. This level is really annoying because you don't have much jumping room with these fire. I don't know what they are.
I was calling fireballs.
Fireballs or whatever. So I just did a slow strat. Now we have portals. Doing it better than Portal ever did, but same physics apply. So basically, if you go through a portal, you'll exit the other one at the same momentum. So you can use that to your advantage to skip a few levels. So it's pretty straightforward though. More fireballs. Again, not much jumping room, so you gotta be careful. Beautiful.
There we go.
Now this one's called Oracle. Now we're gonna do a skip near the end. So just go a few portals, but near the end, we can go like this.
Massive jump.
Beautiful.
There we go.
That saves about a couple
Fantastic.
seconds. You have homing laser eyes as well. If this game couldn't get any more cruel. But I can do a skip here by just. Oh. I never
While
died that
you're
level.
restarting that, can I just mention a strat that I don't think you've mentioned yet?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's in terms of the ending screen skip. So what usually happens is that when you finish the level, it shows you a replay of all the previous, what was I going to say?
Deaths that you've had.
But,
complete level.
by pressing certain key, you can skip that. So that's what we're doing at the end.
And over
Pulse
here.
buffer here.
Yeah, pulse buffer here to get up there quickly. Simple stuff. All right. More homing laser eyes. If we just jump and fall back from those walls at the right time, we'll be okay. Just spawn jump over here. And maybe just tag bandage girl. Beautiful. Abaddon, now we have these firing things that when they impact the wall, they split into 5 different enemies. So we really want to try and
7?
7. You want to avoid them as much as possible. Here they are again. So just wait here at bow. So firing cells, flexible boxes. I can say bloxes, I mean blocks, rather. This one over here, I'm just going to let the level do the talking. I'll let the level do the talking. I'll get this, guys, trust me. Why am I dying on that saw? I never do that. All right, there we go. Okay.
Oh, that was close.
Beautiful. So that level, normally you have to do it in 12 seconds, but with a very few well-timed
So
jumps.
I'll take over for this level. So the high, usually you have to spend, about 20 seconds dealing with these black things, but if you quickly, if you hide underneath those platforms, if you hide underneath at least one of those collapsible walls, then it won't detect that you're there, so you don't have to worry about dodging them.
All right, now we're at the hell boss. This one's called Little Horn. Otherwise, Super Meat Boy speedrunning community, shout out to them, likes to call it the social media boss, because there's a safe spot you can stand in for more than half the fight, where you can just put your controller down and check your social media. So I'll show you that safe spot right here. I'll put my hands off the controller just for emphasis. Beautiful. Stand right there, pounding fists until anything impacts you. You just got to move one more time here. So jump over the fist. Okay, and then just wait there again. I'm going to use this time to have a drink of water, if you don't mind. Stay in that spot for the rest of the level. Easiest level. You'd think for a boss in hell it would be harder, but apparently not. All right, beautiful. Now we're at the second last level. This one is called Rapture, and this is one of the most infuriating levels in the game because there are a lot of very long-winded levels, and if you die near the end and you're on a PB pace, you basically killed your run. Luckily, we're only doing a marathon here.
Yeah, so we're skipping the first level there. The reason that flash is there is that if you skip in the middle of the cutscene, the flash will transfer over to the next stage, so it's just nothing to be concerned about.
Yep. Now over here, there's there's one strat we do here. We do one quick jump over here. Jump, jump, and then an auto jump. We can snag this wall to the right, so avoiding really having to do much at all. Jump, jump, easy. Complete about 10 seconds as opposed to 15. Very well timed jump you need to do here. It's very, very difficult to do. No, missed it.
Just gonna do it normally?
No, I'll do it. I can do it. I just gotta make sure I get. I need to wrap around and jump off that first tile of that left wall so I get to the other side. I don't even know how to do it normally. I only really know the fast strat. Let's try it one more time. Bit rusty, guys. Bit of ASM nerves. There we go. All right. So basically, if you jump on that tile there and only that tile, you're able to jump over to the other side with no dramas. This level also introduces kind of like key blocks. We need to push a button for the blocks to disappear.
And then they reappear after a while.
So you need to be quick. There's some levels where you need to be quick with that. All right. All right, left behind, here's more examples of buttons. Again, nothing much there. Any donations by curiosity? No? Okay. Just give me a opinion if those happen. Anyway, so now we have the collapsible boxes here. And there's a key stored up there, but you only get one shot to get them. So that one over there, if you miss the key, you need to restart the level.
Yeah, otherwise there's no floor beneath.
Oh, what was that? That's not good. So this one's called Descent. Now, world record runners in top 10, they usually skip this level. They do 5-1, and they skip this level and go to 5-18. But I'm not fast enough to do that yet, so I'm just doing this level. It's a bit of an auto-scroller. Just don't want to die on these saws, touch wood. Just got to do a well-good jump. There we go. Now, if you want to explain what these things are, Silver.
Oh yeah, these things are, they're abominations, I'd say. So they home on you, and if they touch you, you die and they explode. So you want to try and avoid them. But what he's trying to do is just trying to lure them over there, because if you're not at a certain range, you just stay still. So they're not going to follow you the entire time. So that's what Sandsh8rk's trying to do there.
And here's more over here, but these things can be destroyed by them running into the saw. So I'm going to lure as many as I can over to this right saw. And then get the key when it comes, jump over the remaining two, and then do a jump. 1 second. Oh, that was close. Heretic again, more of these ones. We can do a well-timed jump here to avoid the two that fall down by pressing this button. We just got it, beautiful.
I'm just gonna make sure we get there in time so that it doesn't close. There we go.
All right, this one's called 10 horns, and I just missed that completely. Oops. Just do a couple of jumps here. See if that respawns. Lure this one over here. Wait for these to respawn. All right. Pretty simple. You just gotta get your timings right in this one. This one's called the Lamb. Now it's just disappearing and appearing platforms, but with a few well-timed jumps, we can actually skip parts of the level. So I did one right there. One more I can do over here. So you just skip having to jump on like two platforms. Over here, I'm hitting that wall on the right, so I fall directly onto here. Normally, you need to get a key and then go back to the beginning of the level, but the well-timed jump here So we can just jump around the side here, and that saves at least 15 to 20 seconds. Just gotta get a well-timed jump here. Beautiful. All right, this one's called the Flood. This is also very infuriating. You're being chased by an avalanche of maggots. Well, maggots also are on the floor.
Fun fact, the Dark World version of this level is called Choke, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, that's just what I did just then. I just choked. Anyway, we'll try it again. We wait 1 second here so we don't impact that maggot here. And then we're going to do a few well-timed jumps.
Got to thread the needle there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, usually that last maggot.
Check out how easy. Oh, okay.
Okay, without jumping into the maggots.
Check out how easy this level is. Beautiful. Normally this level takes 20 seconds, but you can exploit the gravity on those things and get around it in about 3 seconds. Very, very simple. All right. More collapsible boxes, more homing missiles, more moving saws. It's really getting very intense over here.
Those walls that you just ran into, missiles need to destroy them. You can't just run against them; they'll disappear after a second. So in some Dark World levels, it can be really annoying to try and master that technique.
So over here, I'm just waiting through this window, waiting for the blocks to go and the missiles to go, and we've completed Rapture. Now we're at every Meat Boy speedrunner's favorite boss. His name is Larry, and he's completely RNG dependent. So I'm doing a jump there to jump over the saws, so he'll just jump straight towards me and avoid the saws. Larry can do one of 3 things. He can jump towards you like that. He can run around the ground, or he can just jump up and scream at you, as to say, screw you. And this is completely RNG dependent. You don't know how long he's going to take, particularly in a PB, you want to only a 3 or 4 cycle Larry, and that was pretty good, that was 6 cycles. But sometimes, he can just keep going and going and going. You can have a perfect run going into Larry, and you can be completely screwed with the RNG. I was pretty lucky that time. But now we're coming into the last level. This is called The End. Only 5 stages, but they're some of the most infuriatingly long and frustrating stages ever.
It's more so infuriating the fact that they're pretty long, so if you die, you have to kind of start over again.
Now, normally you need to get a couple keys to get up the top here, but if we can do a well-timed jump up the top. Okay, missed it that time. I'm going to try and demonstrate it, though. Well-timed jump, you can actually jump around that saw on the inside, and the level will take only 10 seconds as opposed to like 25. There we go, got it, beautiful.
Very nice.
It's very hard for that one to pull off, and if you keep dying on that one, you can kill a run to it. This one over here doesn't really, not really many strats. You just need to watch your physics. You don't want to keep running, otherwise you'll just fly off platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's another thing that's infuriating about this game.
Are you kidding me? You just hit another. All right.
It's because it's cold, isn't it? Aren't your hands cold?
It's a bit cold here. Anyway. So let's try this again. So you just, with Meat Boy here, you just need to really know how to control him. So the more you're familiar with how he controls and how the physics work in this game, the easier it's going to be if you're going to start speedrunning it. Right here now, I'm just taking my time.
Yeah, there's no real strategy to this level. You just have to, well, be careful, really. But if you're going for world record pace, you just kind of do both at the same time.
As you can see, that level took 30 seconds, and now you know what I mean by you don't want to die while you're nearing the end of a level, because 30 seconds is about the best time save you'll have if you're doing a run.
There.
Yeah.
You might have to wait for the platform.
Yeah, I'll do that.
There you go.
So if you die near the end of one of these levels, you've killed your run, and it's the most frustrating thing. But really? You just missed that. That's what I mean about physics. You need to be sure of where Meat Boy is going, because you can just misjudge your jump, misjudge a wall jump, and you can throw yourself off any cycles, and it really screws you over. So with all these levels, when you're doing it in an actual speed run, you really want to get it first try. This one's called Gently. There's a few things I'll be doing here to try and do it quickly. Rotating saws, obviously.
It's about timing.
Yeah, and then
You managed to skip
okay. They do a auto jump around here. Wait for this saw. Do a couple of jumps. We've made a early cycle. So if we fall down here, wait for these saws over here. We can just jump up the side. So we made the saw cycle because we want to make sure you get there in a good cycle. Now this one,
I reckon that's one of the easier levels, but yeah, about this one.
This one's called, I like to call the run killer, because you can be going great, and if you die near the end, which is easy to do, like I said, kill the run. But this one's called Omega. There's a few other strats that people do, so you don't have to get a key and jump through saws and stuff like that. But at this point, I'd rather play it safe than risk for a time save, which is very much hard to get. Anyway, I digress.
In any event, it's pretty admirable how fast he's going through this, considering how tricky they are.
All right, now I can actually die here. I've misjudged jumps here and died here, so I'm going to take it really slow just to save myself embarrassment.
So just so Sandsh8rk can focus, I'll commentate over the final boss, which is Dr. Fetus. All right, so usually how Dr. Fetus works is that he'll follow you around and fire missiles at you, but you have to stay within the vicinity of these 2 side moving saw thinamajigs. what Sandsh8rk's going to do is that he's going to quickly go up this S bend and then quickly try and jump over the saws. Can you make it in time?
Oh man, that was close.
Oh, I don't know if you can.
Oh, that was really close.
So yeah, now he can just go through the rest of the level without having to worry about dodging his missiles while staying in the vicinity of the saw blades.
Because that's the mechanic of the boss. They put the saws there, so you're always getting chased by Dr. Fetus, and he's always firing bazooka missiles at you. But by doing a well-timed jump, you can do that. So now we wait here for a bit.
Yeah, we're just going to stay in the button and wait for Dr. Fetus to come.
Fall down the pit. Just a little bit of waiting. So a little bit of waiting in this game. Good time for you to catch your breath. That kind of thing.
Sandsh8rk, the
what?
saws.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
They're going to get you.
Uh-oh. That's not good. The saws are coming right out to me.
Oh no, what are we going to do?
It's all right. What happens there is that if you're standing on a button while a saw impacts you, you won't die. I don't know how that works. Yeah. But we're coming into the last stretch of the boss. Time's going to come up real soon.
Yep, so I'll just let you focus on that.
I didn't miss the cycle.
Yeah, unfortunately the cycle was missed there, but...
No, I'm going to have to do the short cycle.
This is pretty much just like a reverse of the previous level with, I don't know, broken down platforms. He's just going to wait here for a little bit. Didn't make the cycle, unfortunately, but it's all right. Only loses a few seconds. All right, so now he's just going to drop straight down here. Doesn't have to worry about going the other 3 platforms, and he's going to do a strat here, which he'll explain in a minute.
I'll explain after I do it, and okay.
Time's got up in 5 seconds.
Time. All right, so what happened just there was normally in the boss, you need to go back to where you actually spawned, which is where you obviously started. But the area that triggers the end cutscene clips outside of that area and infinitely to the left. So just by doing a well-timed jump off the left wall there, you tag the end cutscene thing and you finish the game. So yeah, that's Super Meat Boy, guys. Thank you very much.
How do we do for time?
Oh, it was time. 24:30. Yeah, it's pretty good. Beat the estimate. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please stick around to say hi to the rest of the runners. We have a beautiful event. Cheers, guys. We have a great list of runners lined up, so please stay tuned throughout the next 4 days. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Catch you all next time. Adios.
Thank you, Sandsh8rk, for that run. It was fantastic. We have 2 donations, $10 from Tam Tam that says, "Go Sandsh8rk, great cause, great streamer," smiley face.
Oh, thank you, Tam Tam.
Crazy Fanatic gave $5.11 and says, "Good luck to the speedrunners at ASM. Put this towards the file name for Dark Souls, the 420 Blazer, if possible. If not, just put it towards Blind Gwen." Up next, we have a Half-Life NE% scriptless run by Liam, and we'll get that set up for you shortly.